collaboration between the American Institute of Architects, Redwood Empire Chapter, and the Leadership Institute for Ecology and Economy. The idea for this came because I'm the director of the Regional and Urban Affairs for the Redwood Empire Chapter of the AIA, and last year we worked on helping get smart paths. We did what we could as architects. We did a petition of all architects. We got our name behind it. We did that sort of stuff. And this year we wanted to do some charrettes around where the stations go, because when the stations come in, there's opportunities to change the urban landscape in beneficial ways. And in conversations with Tanya Nara, the Executive Director of Leadership Institute, they have a high interest in smart growth activities as well along the smart corridor, and so we came up with this idea together. What we're hoping to accomplish through this community charrette is to use the coming of the train as a catalyst to re-envision the urban landscape and think in broad terms about the future of this area, inviting broad thinking of various community members. And we want to encourage thinking about how to connect the different modes of transportation and get people to let go of their cars and seek alternatives and create a more walkable, livable community in this area. The word charrette, I like to talk about, architects love to talk about this, but it's intended to mean intense period of design and thought leading up to deadlines. Sometimes you're not quite finished, and at Col de Beaux-Arts they would come by on a little cart and pick up your drawings. Time's over, you're done, put it away. So the architects who weren't done would hop on the cart and keep drawing as the guy rolled down the way until they got done. And so that term was kind of endeared to the idea of a short, quick process with a deadline. And so what we're hoping to do here this weekend is bring up some of the issues about this area, northwest Santa Rosa, and engage the community in discussion about what kind of things we can do to repair this sprawl and create more walkable, livable area. Why did we pick the North Santa Rosa station? Well, partly because the downtown station already has had a lot of attention. Secondly, well, because I work here and I don't like walking to my favorite restaurant on the other side of the freeway. And it seemed like it needed a lot of attention. There are all the elements of urbanity in this area. There's schools, university, housing, commerce, government, healthcare, courts, jails, but there aren't a lot of the urbanistic connections. Now, if you go on the JC campus, you will find that. At the county center, there's some of that. At the Kaiser, they have a little bit. At Covington, they have a mall. But there can be a much better connection between all these things and a better way to use this. And I think the train presents an optimum moment to take a look and see how can we do this better. So this is a quote from an artist, architect who taught at Stanford. He says, "Mistakes in street planning made 100 or 200 years ago are still obstacles to the dignity and beauty of many cities, and mistakes made today will cause annoyance hundreds of years hence." So it's important that we consider carefully what we're about to embark on as the train comes in, and trying to do some good things that people will look back. We will all be gone, but people will say, "Wow, they did something really smart here." And that's the goal. Here on this map, this blue line represents the 3-mile square boundary of what we want to look at. It includes the Highway 101, the train tracks. It includes residences, multifamily, part of the Gateways redevelopment area, Covington Mall, some light industrial down here and light industrial up here. It also includes the Santa Rosa High School, Santa Rosa Junior College, another neighborhood, well actually two, split by State Lane, elementary school there, the county center here, Kaiser Hospital. At the county center, you have the county administrative services, as well as the courts and the jails. The courts are now on two sides of the freeway, and they're about to expand the criminal justice section. The county center is embarking on a master planning process, which we will hear about in a little bit, as well as the courts expanding. Kaiser has just expanded. They're about to open their new tower in 2010. The JC has undergone a lot of expansion lately, and on both sides of Elliott Avenue. And Coddington Mall is really due for a remodeling. You can see it's here in the Gateways redevelopment area. These are this is the site for the Railroad Square Smart Station, and these are some proposed sites for the North Santa Rosa Station. The first one is in the heart of this Y-shaped parcel, and the second is towards Jennings, although the parking would still be back in this Y-shaped parcel. And we'll hear from Lois also a proposal to put the station at Guerneville Road as part of a process to enliven the walkability of this whole area. So we're going to hear today from John Nemeth at SMART. He's a planning manager, and he's going to talk about the station design progress and the ideas about the North Santa Rosa station. Then we'll hear from Lisa Kranz, who's the interim supervising planner of advanced planning and public policy at the City of Santa Rosa. And she's going to talk about the stationary planning process. The city underwent a stationary planning for the Railroad Square station, and they have applied for a grant to do the same here. Then we'll hear from Mark Hummel, who will be here when it's time for him to talk. And he's going to talk about the plans for the county center facilities plan and the county administrative center that's in process. And then Lois will talk about complete neighborhoods. We'll hear from R.K. Stewart, who's here in the back. He's a fellow of the American Institute of Architects and our past president in 2007 in our 150th year. He did a lot of green things while he was in office, and he's an excellent facilitator. We're going to talk about the 5 C's of smart growth, making communities that are compact, complete, connected, convivial, and commercial, in 2 roundtables. The first one will be issues, what's not working in this area, and the second roundtable will be opportunities. What could we do? What ideas are there for different things we can do? And then we'll have sharing of outcomes after each roundtable. And we'll record that. All of that information will be recorded and used for an urban design competition, which will then commence from there through probably the end of January. I think we're going to move our date a little bit. Jurors 3. So we're going to provide all the input that comes out here and give it to the planners, architects, urban designers, community leaders, anyone who wants to participate in the competition, inviting out-of-the-box thinking, innovative ideas, and encouraging creative visioning. We want to select the best smart ideas for Northwest Santa Rosa and present the results to the community, publish the results in an e-book and one that you could buy and have the paper version, and exhibit the results. And that registration is also at Eventbrite, and we have other information about that. Here are some of the AIA's 10 principles for livable communities, design on a human scale, provide choices, encourage mixed-use development, preserve urban centers, vary transportation options, build vibrant public spaces, create neighborhood identity, protect environmental resources, design matters, how things look is important, and conserve landscapes. So that may be a theme that we refer to tomorrow as well. We want to thank you. Our sponsors are the American Institute of Architects, Redwood Chapter, the Schultz Foundation, County Enterprise, and the County of Sonoma General Services Department. We'd like to thank all the presenters, and we'd like to thank you for coming.